And as you can see, this is the box for the Realme 5i. From what we can see is that we have the aqua blue color variant of the Realme 5i. The box does give you a fair idea of what you get on the smartphone. So it does mention a 5000 milliamp hour massive battery, an ultra wide quad camera setup. It is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 665, and you do get a 6.5-inch mini drop display. A couple of specifications mentioned here as well. So we do get 4GB of RAM, 64GB of storage, and a 10-watt charger that's there in the box. So let's just go ahead and unbox the Realme 5i. So let's go ahead. There's no case here that's there in the box. A couple of documentation that you get, but there is a SIM tool over here which we will need to check what kind of hardware setup this phone has. Let's get the phone out as well quickly. This is the aqua blue Realme 5i. This is your first look at the device. Let's power it on. While it is being powered, let's check what else do you get in the box. So you do have 10-watt charger that's there in the box, and as for the cable, there is a micro USB port. So you do get a micro USB cable in the box. And now since we have the SIM tray, SIM ejector tool here, let's go ahead and check for the SIM configuration as well. As you can see, this is a 2+1, so you do get dual nano SIM slots and a dedicated micro SD card slot. So 3 independent card slots there. To quickly set it up, this does look like ColorOS 6 that's running on top of Android 5 most probably. We'll just quickly set it up. So it already suggests a couple of apps that we can install. We do see that these are bloatware. We'll skip that. You do get ColorOS 6 that's running on top of Android 9 Pie. So let's talk about the specifications on the Realme 5i. At the front, you get a 6.52-inch LCD display, and this has HD plus resolution. And the aspect ratio is a little different. So you have a tiny notch at the top, and as you can see, a tiny notch at the top, and this is a 20:9 aspect ratio. In terms of the build quality, it's made completely out of plastic, and you do get a different design pattern here. At the bottom, as you can see, you do have a micro USB port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and the loudspeaker right here. And at the back, the quad camera setup. Well, there is a fingerprint scanner at the back, and it's slightly higher to reach compared to what we would like it, or you just barely managed to hit it. In terms of the weight, it doesn't feel very bulky. It does weigh 195 grams, and this is mainly because of the 5000 milliamp hour battery that this phone packs. The smartphone is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 665 SoC. Let's talk about the quad camera setup at the back. So at the back, you do have a 12 megapixel primary sensor, an 8 megapixel wide angle sensor, a 2 megapixel portrait sensor, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. So these are the 4 sensors that you get. And for the front, you do have an 8 megapixel selfie shooter here.